President.
Majority Whip.
Mr. President, before making a comment related to Vanita Gupta, which is before the Senate, I would like to respond briefly to the Minority Leader, Senator McConnell's remarks. The Senate is a venerable institution, but when it comes to defining infrastructure in the 21st century, what we are hearing from the other side of the aisle is not venerable thinking. It isn't even old-fashioned thinking. It isn't in tune with the times in America. It doesn't reflect reality. For the Republicans to argue that unless it's bricks and mortar, the government shouldn't be involved in building it for the good of the economy and the strength of business and good-paying jobs, really is sinking their head deep into the sand. And I think we ought to make a record, at least for the moment, that in the last 4 years of the last presidential administration, there were no infrastructure bills, none. After all the promises of the Trump campaign and what he would bring, nothing happened, nothing. And so to be lectured by the Republicans about what infrastructure is all about is to suggest to them that they missed a golden opportunity to help America, and we are not going to miss it. To think that the Republican definition of infrastructure in America does not include the expansion of broadband coverage across this nation, what are they thinking? Their minds are back 10 and 20 years ago. Is broadband coverage for all Americans in every corner of this country a socialist idea to the Republicans? I think it's a common sense idea to the people of America. They know it when their kids have laptops that they have to sit in the parking lot of a library or next to a McDonald's or a Starbucks in order to get access. They know what that means to their child, their student, in terms of their progress. Businesses know it too. Try to advertise some section of America without access to broadband coverage to locate a new business. It's a laughing matter, and we know it. And so when President Biden suggests that broadband is part of infrastructure in America, and then he is mocked as being a socialist by the Republicans, we have a clear definition of where the party values are today. And when it comes to other basic things, the senator from Kentucky just doesn't empathize with what families go through to put people on the job. It isn't just a matter of finding a good job and being qualified to fill that job. There is also a family concern that can literally make the difference as to whether you take that job. The Democrats believe that child care, affordable, quality child care, is part of the equation in terms of good-paying jobs being filled by Americans where families want to be sure their kids are safe. Is that socialism? Is that another example of socialism for the Republicans? Quality daycare affordable for families? It's not socialism in my book. It's a family value. That's why I think the efforts of the Republicans to run down President Biden's attempts to strengthen this economy really are antiquated and perhaps not in the best interest of this country.